Yo, what up, guys? 5D here. This is a realistic build for Morrigaine, the new fusion champion that is available right now in Raid Shadow Legends. If you are watching this video, you most likely get this champion, and yeah, you most likely want to build her for your team if you're early game or don't own a Lysandra. Now, we already know what this champion does, so I'm not gonna go ahead and bore you with the skills. But in this video, I wanted to let you know that I finally took her to 60. Yes, I normally don't go all out and take a fusion champion to 60 immediately I get one, but in this time I was kind of unfortunate and unlucky to pull a Morrigaine from the currently ongoing champion chase that was part of this fusion for this champion. So I'll pin that video right there if you've not seen that champion chase one. It was kind of awesome. We got a bunch of awesome legendaries, and it was a 2x on sacred, so a lot of legendaries came out. So check out that video right there. That's how I was able to obtain one before the fusion ends. But I'm still going all out. I'm still going ahead and getting the rares. I'm getting the epics, so I'll still get 2 copies of Morrigaine. Do I need 2 copies? No, I'm just going to use the second one as a faction guardian. So I'll finally be able to take the first one to level 60 because of champion training was also going on, and I had no other champions to take to 60. So yes, I did take Morrigaine to level 60, and I'll be showing her off in this video right now for you guys to see what she can do for your teams. If I switch over to most recently used champions, that's her right there, Morrigaine. Still need to put 2 more levels into her to take her to level 60, but yeah, I'm gonna use her in content, and that's how I'm gonna be building this champion. So this champion is a speed booster. We already know that, right? It's like your Lyssandra, like your Arbiter, like your Apothecary, like your Sylar. You know, they all do the same thing of controlling the enemy's turn meter while boosting your own along, while she comes with an increased speed also at the same time. So I thought it's wise to put her in a relentless set. That's the first thing I wanted to show off right there. The gear, that's where I'm starting off right now. The gear that you need in this champion is any gear that will make her be fast. Now, if you have a relentless set that will make her have 150 speed, don't do it. If you have a speed set that will make her go 200 speed, 250 speed, do that. So which artifact set are best for this champion? Speed set is the basic one that everybody understands and owns. Perception set is another set that also everybody understands and owns a lot of that. Actually, if you have a perception set that can make her fastest champion on your team, do that for her right now, and she'll appreciate you a lot. In my case, I did get a good what do you call it, relentless set right here that made her fast enough, so I decided to give her a relentless set. Another reason why I decided to give her a relentless set is because this champion is not booked on my team. I do not intend to spend a single book on this champion yet or ever. So if you're new to raid, or if you're a mid-game, end-game player, you also agree with me that you like, I have other legendaries to book. I might get Seal the Drake, I might, you know, Drexter. You have other champions who are more important to put books into than a Morrigaine. So because I did not put a single book into her, that's another reason why I put her in a relentless set, because it will give her an ability to, you know, run down her skills quickly or get an extra turn to get back to her turn meter and fear abilities really fast. So that's another reason why she's in a relentless set in my team. For her blessings, of course, since she's a legendary, she want to go with that intimidating presence or any other one that suits her abilities right there. But that intimidating presence is one that is a lot of people will use. Polymorph maybe, but she doesn't do that much. Brimstone is always nice if she's gonna be using her for that type of dungeon content where she can place it on them. So I'm not talking about her skills. I just wanted to show you why I decided to put her in a relentless set, because I did not put any books into her. So is she worth investing in books? If she's your only turn meter control champion, if you're going to be using this champion in the arena, if you're going to be using her everywhere, she's your main champion right now, she's your first legendary that you own on your account right now, you might want to invest books on her. But I will tell you that maybe a ultimate Death Knight or a Deliana is better spending books on than this champion, because at least their books, they can even benefit from it a lot, and they are used in more places than she is. This champion cannot be used in the clan boss. She's not that great in the Hydra, but the best place that I'm going to be showing you in this video is in dungeon content and in PvP content. Those are the 2 areas where I want to showcase her. That's where I feel like turn meter will be very useful. And of course, since you can use in dungeons, that means it also means you can use this champion in Doom Tower waves also. Yes, I'll be showing you that content for dungeons only and Doom Tower. For faction wars, this champion Morrigaine will be awesome for that content also. And yeah, let's head right into the video and show you that yes, I did get masteries on her. I said I was not going to waste my time putting books on her, but I did waste 600 or so gem farming masteries on her just to make sure that I show you a full build. Well, partially full build because we're not putting books on her. So I didn't want to skip out on the masteries because she will benefit greatly from masteries because of a support 3 right there that gives her more accuracy, some turn meter when her debuff that she casts. Yes, she does place that fear. When it expires, she has turn meter, a chance of turn meter fill. Really, really important. And then right there to knock back the turn meter of anybody she A1s, right? Her first skill that does the what do you call it? The fear does not really hit, right? So I need this one to do that A1 decrease. And then I selected this because I'm not booked, right? 5% chance to decrease the cooldown of a random skill. So maybe her fear, her AoE skill might be able to do this one for me and get resets. A small chance though. It might happen sometimes in battle, but you can't really rely on that. This one increases the chance of placing that debuff again because I'm not going to be booking her, right? So right now she's at 75% of placing that debuff, so with 5% extra it will be 80%. So if you intend to book her, you probably don't need sniper at all because when booked it will be 100% chance of landing that fear. All right, and also decreasing the turn meter of the enemies. For the final one, you could go Eagle Eye, or you could always go towards timely intervention if she's going to be the champion that you rely on in dungeon content to always, you know, intervene and decrease the turn meter of the allies. So that's the 2 ways you could go. This is purely for PvP content. Most people want Eagle Eye is for PvP high-end arena content. That's where you use her. Or Doom Tower, where you don't have enough accuracy to debuff them. This extra 50 accuracy will come in handy. Now, if you're a newer player to raid, I wouldn't recommend you go support and defense tree. No. What you need to focus on if you get this champion as a newer player in raid is the offense tree, because you need every bit of damage on that dungeon bosses, no matter whether you're dealing with spider, whether you're dealing with fire knight, or even the dragon, ice golem. You need war master to do as much damage with your starter champion. So let this champion be one of those people that comes in with her A1 and hits the bosses for war master hits right there. Don't just give her support and defense tree. This support and defense tree is for PvP players. It's not for people who are trying to go through dungeons and kill bosses. No. Also for Doom Tower, war master will be better than going support and defense tree. So that's what I will mention right there. When you select War Master right there, you know this will also be useful in Hydra content. Generally, War Master in a champion like this just serves you in more places than defense and support tree. I just went this way because I already have a Lysandra, and I just wanted to use this champion for a specific job of high accuracy in maybe faction wars or in specific content that requires a champion from her faction. That's why I went like this. I'm not looking for damage for her. I do have damage dealers. That's why I did not go towards the offense tree. All right, I've explained my mastery tree right there. It's also on El Hate's website right there if you want to see other options that you can check out for your mastery options. Always make sure you select the one that suits your build or suits where you want to use the champion. Don't just copy blindly. Like I have explained why I did not go towards offense tree. And I'm recommending offense tree for most players who want to beat dungeon content. And yeah. Offense tree is not that useful for PvP. I'm going for PvP right now. Although she will not even feature in my 3v3 arena team at all. She doesn't really reach the stats to reach there. Speaking of stats, how many stats was I able to get to this champion? It was 48k on the HP, 3k one on the defense. Those are good stats. Those are good survivor stats, at least for dungeon 24 content. For, you know, yes, even for arena gold 4 content, these are good stats right there. Speed 269, anything above 200 it's perfect, it's fine. But if you want this champion to be the first on your team, to be one of these champions who goes in there and, you know, does stuff with your speed booster, with your arbiter, you need to have her at almost the same speed with your arbiter, maybe 30 less or so. So that's why I have her at 269 speed. I was aiming for that 270 speed because my other speed boosting champions are about 300 or so. So she does not get 300. Again, the artifacts I did put on her as scrapped artifact. I'll show you their stats, each of them, and you see that 409 accuracy is the most important thing on this champion besides speed. So after you get her speed to a reliable place where she can be the first to go, or the second to go, you can now look at accuracy. You do not need 400 accuracy. I only put 400 on her because that's where the Doom Tower content might need about this accuracy, right? But for high-end PvP content also, yes, you need way more than 400. I'm talking about gold 5 arena or even 3v3 arena, the high levels of that gold 2, gold 3. You need over 500 accuracy to debuff a lot of people who have high resist in those areas. So she's coming in there with 400 in case I decide to use her for Doom Tower, in case I decide to use her for gold 5. I don't want her not to be able to do that decreased turn meter that she's known for, and that fear also, AoE fear. So those are the two things to focus on this champion: speed and accuracy. Once you get that to the highest level, you can then decide to put your stats anywhere else. You can see that I did not focus on crit rate or crit damage. This just came naturally because I'm rocking a crit rate glove, and the HP and defense are something I actually look forward to keeping her alive. I didn't want her to be so easily targeted and go down, and yeah. So I did not also look at resist, but she'll benefit from resistance if you can get some on her. That's Morrigain stats right now. I've shown you her masteries and the artifacts I decided to use on her. Remember, like I said, relentless is not like the main thing you want. Perception and speed, those are the two things she needs. I went relentless because I do not intend to book her. Realistic build. Realistic build, I should have probably put speed on her and perception, right? But it will put me at 230 speed. It will put me at 220 speed. That's why I don't have a 6 speeds perception set on her. So if your speed set is better, use it. If your perception set is better, use it, or a mixture of both to get you that accuracy and speed requirements. All right, I just wanted to stress this because it's a new champion and a lot of people will be looking forward to how to build her, and you cannot go wrong with a champion that only needs 2 things. She's not there asking you for crit rate, crit damage, HP, defense. Nah, she's just asking you for 2 things: speed and accuracy. It's kind of easy to meet that demand or that requirement. The first piece of content I'll showcase this champion in is in the dungeon, of course. I'm talking about Dragon, which is the easiest one to do, and I've put together a somewhat simple team that can maybe take down the dragon in a reasonable time. But the main thing I want to show you is the wave content, right? For the dragon boss, she's not there to help in any way. Your poisoner will get the job done. I just wanted to show you in the wave content what she does for the wave, what she brings to the fight. So I put together this somewhat realistic team, right? With a decreased defense champion there, a apothecary for the heals in case somebody is going down, a painkeeper right there to reset the cooldown of Morrigain by 1 turn. I didn't want to bring a Prince Kaima here, no, or a Yumeko. No, I just wanted to bring a realistic one, which is a painkeeper to reset the cooldown. Or you could bring in even more damage right there. But I just wanted to show what she brings to the team. Ally speed in all battles, 19%. She's in the leader slot. If you're not dying, you might put her for a faster run like you do for a high cartoon. But if you're dying or if you need more defense, you probably want to put your Terrell in the leader slot. All right, let's run this battle, and I'll only do the first wave, and because it's going to be a slow run before I'll end it and move over to PvP content arena. Let's see how she performs there. Without books, we should be able to land the fear. Without books, we should be able to decrease the turn meter of the enemies. Let's put it in a slow speed. Apothecary is faster than her, of course. She did it. That's the what do you call it, heal reduction. She took 2 turns. You see what I mean? She took 2 turns. Relentless right there, coming in clutch and boosting the chances of even placing that relentless or getting that relentless plus proc from the masteries, right? The masteries that I selected is also adding to the chances of us getting an extra turn, which is awesome. So I'm still leaving it on slow speed. Let's see what else she's bringing to the team. She's probably going to do her A1 this time because she has used her 2 skills, right? A1. 12k damage with slow speed added to that champion right there on the A1. So are they going to actually take a turn? I don't think so. I'm looking for who will be feared. Let's see if the fear procs. Nope. Fear is not the most reliable way of controlling waves. Even with Apothecary had the fear on Apothecary still was able to put increased speed on the enemies, which is bad. Let's see if somebody else who is feared can also take another turn. Let's see. I don't rely on fear at all. But if that's the only thing she's bringing, see? That terror was able to land decrease defense on me even when fear was on him, because there's a 50% chance that fear will proc. There's a 50% chance that fear will not proc. Even that champion that just hit me now had fear on him. So I'm saying a lot of people wanted this champion because she had fear. There was like, yeah, it's okay for her to not have 30% increased stun meter, 30% decreased stun meter, because of the fear she brings. But you can see fear is not a reliable way of controlling enemies. Freeze and stun are the most two reliable ways of controlling enemies. Provoke is even a better way of controlling enemies than fear. I'll put it out right there. So, but it will make your runs unreliable. Sometimes you fear them, you're safe. When you put it on auto and go to bed, you come here and see 5 fails runs, 10 fails runs, because those times the enemies were not feared and they are able to take a turn. So I put this team together to see if she can be able to be the only ally right here to, control these enemies. And I think she was not able to do it that well because they almost took down my Painkeeper. Yes. I purposely did not bring a reviver like what's the name now? Seal the Drake or anything like that. I didn't want to bring any stun. I wanted to see if she can actually control the waves. So at 100% chance of landing that fear and at a 50% chance of it not actually proccing, it's not a reliable way of controlling an enemy. You still want to pair this champion with a provoke champion. You still want to pair this champion with a seal the Drake. That's what I'm trying to say. So don't just rely on her to be the fear and only way to control the enemies. No, you still want a provoke out there. You still want a stunner champion to accompany your waves, so you don't rely on fear as the only way to control the enemies. Now in the arena, fear is a more better way of controlling the enemies than stun. Yeah, most people don't want to bring a stunner to the arena. They rather bring a fear champion to the arena than a stunner. I don't know the logic behind that, but that's what I noticed. So if I go against a team like this, remember this be a speed booster, so I'll only replace out with Lysandra because I do have a Lysandra right there. It will always be my better option and better choice. My Lysandra is about 300 speed, while this new champion is about 270 speed. The question is, will they cut in because it's not speed tuned? That's what I'm trying to say. This team is not speed tuned at all. But let's see if it works out all fine, or I'll be faster than them because my habitat is OP. Let's find out. So these are the two ways I will use this champion. As a speed booster in your dungeons, keep your team fast, keep the enemies slow. That's what I'll use her for in dungeons. If you're new to raid or if you don't have any better options. Let's see. That's the speed boosted. She's taking a turn, so she did get a turn. I thought they were going to cut in. So the skill that she comes in with into the battle is this one. Where is it? This one. 75% chance of decreasing the turn meter of all enemies, which I'm going to do right now. Boom. I noticed that I was not able to decrease the turn meter of that Madam Series. Buff stripped. And woo, the habitat took a turn. Almost close one. And nuked. So what else can she do for me? That's all. She's just there to decrease that turn meter, and that allows us, because if the habitat took a turn, they would have been able to take a turn and kill us. But because we decreased the turn meter before the habitat took a turn, that's why their other allies were not able to follow up with their habitat. So it works as a speed tune team like this, as it's somebody that goes in there and decreases the turn meter of all allies. But some people will say, why not use a Sylar? Why not use, well, that's an option. Which other champion are they comparing this champion to now? There are a few champions that is being compared to her, but a Sylar is one that I can think of that comes in there and also does that decreased turn meter. 40%, I think, that she does decreased turn meter. So for PvP content that most people rely on her, if you do not have the Sylars and Lysandras, this champion will come into your PvP team and she'll be able to decrease turn meter of enemies. Can I fight one more battle before I call this one? They're probably going to be faster than me because I'm seeing a Lydia right there and they are 294. But I'll risk it. Let's see. I'll be nuked right now because, again, my habitat is not speed tuned with my Morrigain. I might go first, but they'll cut in for sure. unless they just have high resistance, giving them high stats, and they're not that good. Let's see who goes first. That's a Stone King. All right, I was still able to go first because 269. That's why I thought if I would put her at 230 speed, 220 speed, this wouldn't have been happening. So you need her to be in line with your speed booster right there. Or if she's gonna be your speed lead in battle, then streamline her with your decreased defense champion so your nukers can come in there and do the job, so you don't get caught in at all. I was able to remove that Stone Skin. I didn't even notice that. Woo. So that's a nice one. Morrigaine, her function in this team is limited. Like I said, her main function in this team is very, very limited, and I don't see her like a champion I can do without. That's just the truth in my arena team. But if I had this champion on my noob to pro, she will be serving this same role. I'll probably put her in a leader slot with a Gembo in a leader slot, and she decreases the turn meter, and then everybody goes in for the nuke. So that's where I'll be using her in content PvP most of the time if I was a beginner player. But if you're an endgame player like me who has other options, like I said, she'll go into your vault. So why did I decide to take this champion to 60? I just wanted to show you guys who are just getting her for the first time how to build her, how to use her. Unfortunately for my team, she will just go into faction wars and she won't be featured at all. So another reason is this gave me an opportunity to finish artifact enhancement, right? So I had to level up a champion. Put gear on a champion and take those gear to 16, which I did, and it helped me complete artifact enhancement. That's another reason why I actually did this video for you guys right there. So Morrigaine, unfortunately, she will go to my vault for now. And this relentless set that I did put on her, if another champion needs it, for example, let me quickly show you this one. Speed, 23 speed right there. I would not hesitate to steal it from her and give to that champion that needs it. That's it. So I'm just using this as a placeholder for my gear because I'm running out of storage, right? So she's just here holding gear for me. She's not a champion that I want to use for my account in the long run. So I've never really built a champion to 60 and put masteries on them fully knowing that I will not use them for content. I think this is the first time I've done it just because I just wanted to record a video about her, I guess, and it's the hottest topic in Raid right now, Morrigaine. Now, I'm still working on the epic champion. I'm not going to take this one to 60, so you're not going to be seeing any video from me about this champion anytime soon. But hey, it's still viable if you don't have a poisoner at all for your teams. So let me know, guys, what you think about this Morrigaine showcase. I just wanted to show you why you can use her in the dungeon, in the early game and mid game, and also how endgame players who do not have a Lysandra, a Syla, all those turn meter decreasing champions can also use her in PvP content. Those are the two areas. She doesn't really shine in any other content, right? So let me know what you think about this one. I would like to hear your thoughts on Morrigaine. If you're still going for this fusion, I'm still going strong for it, and it's going to be ending soon. It's unfortunate that I was able to pull one from a shard, but I had to use it and make the best out of it, which is to make a video about it for those who are looking to learn about her. Hit that like button right now in this video if it helps you guys. I appreciate you for watching all the way to the end, and comment below what you think about Morrigaine, if you still think she's worth it after seeing different showcases of her right now, how she can be used in content. And also remember, this is a realistic build. Most players will be using her without books, and that's what I wanted to show. I do have 5 to 6 books. I don't think she's worth it right now. I can't book a champion and put it in the vault, and I do not have access to the test server to do all that booking. All right, guys, have a good one. Good night.